Good morning. Welcome to Madhouse Bar Talks from atop of the Madhouse Bar and Grill from the new Madhouse Studio. What should we call the studio? Is it Madhouse Studio or Madhouse Bar Talk Studio? I think just Madhouse Studio, right?
I think the studio.
Just the studio?
Yeah.
Just the studio.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. I like it. Works for me. I could do that. What happened with work this week? You was working your ass off, huh?
Shit, yeah. Bad.
What time you guys are starting in the morning?
4.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. 4 o'clock in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get off at what time?
Anywhere from 2 to 5.
Fuck that. That's going to be your whole summer?
4 years.
How you going to golf and go boating?
I don't golf.
And ride a bike?
I don't boat. I don't golf.
You ain't going to be able to do nothing, is all I'm saying.
Nah. I don't know.
That's crazy. Making great money, though?
We're going to leave that alone.
You're going to leave it alone? It's that bad, huh?
No, it's not that bad, but it's not good.
Well, the problem is everything's so fucking expensive. And you know what? And the problem is like, if you own that construction company, in your head, you're thinking, or terminal or whatever, right? Terminal?
Mm-hmm.
They're living off a whole nother, they're on another echelon. They're not considering, like, what it costs to go to the grocery store and all that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is, like, in the real world, this shit's outrageous. Like, you're talking, I mean, just like home. Like me and Amanda, you know, I've been looking at houses and stuff for a while now. They're overpriced. Like, for me to upgrade out of my house, I'd have to spend $330,000, and that's not a big upgrade.
Right.
Like $350, $380 just to get decent.
Basic.
Yeah. I mean, even if you like Homewood houses and shit are like $180. I mean, that's a no joke. Like a $180,000 loan is, you know, that's a $1,200 a month loan at this point. You know, with taxes, insurance, everything, it's $1,200 a month. You know what I'm saying? So, and the rule of thumb was always that it was like you should be able to pay your mortgage with one paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not happening. That's just not. And that, never mind the fact that groceries are outrageous. The freaking the water bills. Dude, I'm sick of it. I get sanitation department bill, I get a water bill, then I get a sewer bill. What the fuck is sanitation if it's not sewer? And why do I get 3 bills for one service? Like, it's like going to the doctor now. You know, you go to the doctor and there's 30 million fucking different things
Hidden bills and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I've said for years, there should be a point of sale. Like, there should be a rule, a law, that there's a point of sale. If you go to the doctor, like say you go to Mercy Hospital, you get one bill from Mercy Hospital. It's up to them to break it down.
Right.
You should not get 30 bills that you got to figure out.
Then one's 2 months down the road, you get it.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
That's what kills you.
Yeah. It's not even like they come all at the same time or nothing.
Right.
Yeah. And I've said that for years, that they need to fix that so that there's a point of sale. And now utilities is doing it. Like, that has never been the case. It just makes no sense, you know?
These bills around here, man, they just make them up as they go.
Oh, no, I just got a new one from the health department now. There's a whole nother one. It's a whole nother bill that's like every 3 months from the health department now.
For here?
I think I have it here and at home, both, actually. Yeah, it's like a whole different, I forget what it's called now. It's just a whole random bill just showed up one day. I'm like, is this right? Fuck this thing. And I threw it off to the side. And then I got another bill going, oh, you know, we're going to cancel your service. I'm like, what service? What's this bill for? I mean, it just, I don't know. It was crazy.
You still never figured out?
It has something to do, I think, with like having septics and stuff like that. I think is what it has to do with. I'm pretty sure that's what it is anyways. But, I mean, so, and then electric, I mean, things are outrageous. I mean, and they people like that own terminal, they don't understand. They don't know that. They don't get that.
No, they do.
No, they don't. They can't, dude. They can't possibly understand. They can't, dude. It's not possible for them to understand what it's like to live in your shoes. Because if they did, they wouldn't do it. I mean, a company like that, paying you like that. You can't go buy a house in a normal market. Like it would be tough for you to afford a Homewood house right now. I mean, you live in a Homewood house that you bought, but I'm saying like a Homewood one, like like my old house,
normal size.
Yeah, no, yeah, the normal size. But I'm saying like my old house, like the house that I had. Like a house like that would be out of your price range. And I mean, I'm not saying, and now if you get a wife that's making about the same thing, you're looking at a normal house of like 380 or whatever. You know what I mean? It's still out of your price range. You know what I'm saying? This fucking market it's a mess right now.
Right.
And I'm not saying Terminal's doing anything wrong. I mean, the market is what the market is. I know when you first told me about it, I was like, you should check. I forget where it was. I said to check, but I went online and it's like, yeah, you're getting paid over like what the average is. That's crazy to me. Like that's just crazy to me that cement truck drivers make that. I think the average it said in Ohio was like 19. Yeah, 18, 19. Yeah, it was like that. That is insane to me.
That's just, I don't know what you looked at, but that's just not realistic around here. Everybody makes more than that.
Around here, but it's Ohio, so I mean, what are they making?
Cleveland makes a lot more.
Sure, that's Cleveland, and here I get that, but what are they making down in Marietta, or you know what I'm saying? Like that, you don't know what they're making down in the other parts of the country, where things aren't booming or what, you know what I mean?
And me and my boss, he's cool. You could talk to him. So I was asking him the other day. Well, talking to him the other day, and we was talking about like how is concrete drivers making exact as a dump driver? It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I think they should make the same. Why not?
Are you crazy?
I don't know. I guess I don't know the business. I think they should make the same. They're going to work every day. They're away from their family.
It's
I don't know.
Totally different. It's 100% different. You're dealing with contractors. You're backing up. You're like interlocked with somebody else. Guiding you and pouring and making sure you don't run somebody over. A dump driver, you just back up, dump it, and go.
I thought, well, I mean, isn't a good dump driver like do more than that or no?
No. Just go somewhere, get loaded, and go somewhere and dump it. That's it. We're climbing up and down that ladder. You get loaded, you climb up, clean it out, you go to your job. Sometimes they got additives. You got to go climb up that ladder, throw the additives in there, and then at the end of the job, you got to rinse, clean everything up. So you're climbing up that ladder 3-4 times.
Yeah, and at 50-something years old, that ain't the easiest thing to do anymore.
Yeah, now it's all right when you're doing it like 3 to 4 loads a day. When you're doing 8, 9, it starts wearing your ass out.
And you started right when the bar closed. You got to worry about drunk drivers on your way to work.
Yeah. That's another hazard. Yeah, that's another thing. You got people cutting you off, and they act like you could stop that thing on a dime. I'm like, you know what? I ain't risking my ass. If you can jump in front of me.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But that's true with a big dump truck, too. I mean, you got a lot of weight. It's not, stopping that thing
that's
either.
not. I'm saying they deserve money, too. But I'm saying I think concrete drivers should make more than the dump driver. I've done them both, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Concrete's way different.
I mean, everybody should make some money. That's all I'm saying. Morning, Brian.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, everybody should make a living wage there. That's all I'm saying. Like, that whether you're driving a truck, whether you're...
Right.
But I don't think that...
If you got a broom in your hand or you're driving a truck, you still should be able to eat.
Right. That's all I'm saying, right? And that's supposed to be, like, the whole thing with, like, the unions for the most part. That's how they're supposed to be. Like, if you're a union laborer, if you're doing... road work or sweeping up a job site, you're getting the same money. You know what I mean?
But I worked on union driving jobs, and it really didn't affect much different.
What do you mean?
I've worked at companies that were union, and it just didn't make a difference. I got to pay just about the same.
No, I don't disagree. Now the problem with the unions now is they all have so much legacy costs that it's almost impossible. Like there's so much back paying and stuff like that. Because what happened is there was such a big workforce that were all union at one time, and now the non-union companies have like stepped up to where they're basically paying them just as good. They're doing this and that, but they're not paying as much money out where the union contractor is. But a lot of that money is going to like pensions and stuff, and those pensions are paying people that aren't even working no more. Those are like the retirees and stuff. And then they're almost double dipping because they're trying to put a lot of money into annuities and stuff like that to make the future a little different, which is a good idea. But right now, at this moment in time, they're trying to burn the candle at both ends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just I don't know. It's shitty. It sucks. But anyways, yeah, that's I don't know how we got stuck on that or onto that subject, but
Probably I was crying, I was hungry, and then couldn't afford no food. Joe Fable. No, I'm just kidding.
Joe, pay that man enough
Yeah.
to eat. Jesus.
Nah, he's cool.
But you're wrong when you think he knows what it's like. He doesn't know. He doesn't have a clue what it would be like to get a check for $1,000 a week and have a mortgage for $1,400. He has no clue.
The other day, we had talked about raises and all. Well, not the other day. It was a while ago. We talked about raises and stuff. So then I don't know, it was a couple days later or something. I went to the store. I got a tea and then breath mints, and it was $7. And I took a picture of them. I said, "Yeah, I need that little extra." I was like, "It's crazy, $7 for that shit."
That happened to me last year in the summer. I went up to the store. I forget what it was. I can't even. I talked about it on the podcast. I was aggravated as fuck. I literally went and got a couple packs of cigarettes and some coffees or something, and it was like 40-some. I go, what the hell?
So that's $60 you got laying there right now, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it was nuts. I was shocked. It was crazy.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. So, what do you think of the new studio?
Amazing. Looks really good. There's a couple things I had to change. But
Oh, really? Now, who would have saw that coming?
I only said that because you said some stupid shit yesterday. Yeah, Gito come here and say something.
You always do.
I didn't, and I wasn't going to, but I had to.
No, I told Amanda last night, I said, Gito will come in and like vacuum the carpet because I haven't got all the wood chunks up.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, it helped.
Yeah. Yeah, we did this.
How you leave these wood chunks on
Yeah.
here? Like you did all the shit you did, but
did.
you didn't vacuum.
I'll be like, I'll tell everybody we put that podcast room together.
Do we got a door you can put in
Yeah,
somewhere?
Yeah. A slider.
That's what we need, is a barn door. That'd
Yeah,
be
there
cool.
you go. Yeah.
A nice barn door. We could do it on that closet. We could do it on that. Nah, I ain't doing all that.
Nah, it looks really good.
It was rough. I started getting into it. So I got the cameras is what I really wanted was like good cameras and I wanted them logged in so that they work better. And I wanted the PTZ, which is pan tilt zoom, is like where we can make them do whatever we want, zoom them in, zoom them out.
You got a sample? Let's try it.
I can, but if I do it, it'll fuck them all up. We can't fuck with that right now. Not until I get that. I got bugs still to work out. There's still bugs to work out. But the point is that the way we were set up before, when the video would be there, your video might be one, my video might be. Now we can have it zoomed to it, a nice square boxed in. Everybody's in the picture they're supposed to be in. And it just looks better. It just comes out cleaner, looks more professional. And I wanted the TVs in the background to kind of give it some character because we've had just that bland background. But it's wild. If you look on these cameras, you can actually see the glitter in those foam panels. It's wild. I can't believe how clear they are. I mean, it's so clear.
You ever see these videos where the wording's backwards and stuff?
Yeah, it gets mirrored. Why are we like that?
No, that's why I was making sure I was looking at it. I was like, no.
Well, see, that's part of the problem I'm having. So, so these cameras, they've got the cameras are. I'm trying to figure out how to wire them in. They don't have an Ethernet cable, which is what when I bought them, I thought that's what it had. So I bought a router and I was ready to put a switch in and get them all that way. It doesn't have a router Ethernet cable on the back of the cameras. So you can either hook them up through USB-S video or these old school, like just wire, like literally like speaker wire almost, like just connecting them. So as we're going through it, I'm figuring it all out. And as I'm figuring it out, basically the USB are the cameras. So that's easy. We can do that. But then the other, either the S video or those wires, single wires, or even Ethernet on this, but I don't have Ethernet on the cameras, is how you control like the pan and tilt and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I go on I put it on there, like I hook it up to the TV and I'm trying to like get into the settings and whatnot. I get in the settings and it's freaking all backwards. So you're doing like this, trying to like read and go. So I just gave up. I'm like, I'll figure it out at some point.
Yeah.
I'll get it done and figured out. And then I got the same problem I had that first time. Remember when I couldn't get the guest microphones to work? I'm having that. And that's because I'm in a new computer. And I had to do that because the laptop couldn't take all the USBs for the cameras. And when I used a hub, it was too much bandwidth going through the hub. So so I basically had to get a tower computer that had plenty of USB hubs and all that good stuff. But yeah, but other than that, everything seems to be working okay. I mean, it's what did he say? This is all over. See you, Madhouse is straight. I can't read it. My eyes are bad. That's on Madhouse Bar Talk, Brian. His is all over.
Who?
I don't know. See you, Madhouse. See your Madhouse is straight. Oh, I see what he's saying. Oh, it's just saying the logo is everywhere so you can see it. And that's good too. That's the other thing. This all started. I came with that. Like we ended up being on Facebook or whatever, and we end up on Facebook. And when we were on Facebook, it's freaking got just bland, boring background or newscast. I mean, it's just a bland, boring background, and nobody knows that it's Madhouse Bar Talk. They're just showing it. You know what I mean? So that's a part of what got me thinking. Like if something like that were to ever happen again. And TikToks and everything else, they should all have some sort of advertisement of the podcast in there. So that's what got me. That's what started the whole process. But there was so many things fixed in this with the table. We got plenty of room for your crystal ball. Good. Sound sounds good. Which that was sounding good, I think, before for the most part. I think like in the recordings it was. Thank you, Billy. And thank you, Brian. But the work put into it was freaking. It was nuts. Me and Bobby were up here just argue and fight. Not arguing and fight, but you know, I mean, that's how we yell at each other. That's just how we've been for years. But yeah, we're up here trying to get everything hooked up. We ran all the wires underneath, so you're not tripping on it. Yeah. No, that's what I said last night. I go, we'll find out what Gito says is wrong.
The only thing is, I think that monitor is way too big. I can't see you, and I don't. It's like talking to Wilson over the fence.
I kind of like it. Yeah. They had some good talks over that fence.
Yeah.
I mean, it is too big, but it's only a 27-inch. I thought that would be fine. But I don't know what to do with that because I tried to take the bracket off of it and set it down because it is a curved screen, but it doesn't work. It doesn't stay up because it's like tilted here. You know, it's like on an angle. So it was like falling back. So that didn't work. I mean, I tried and I did whatever I could. And I got to have the screen in front of me. It just doesn't make sense any other way. I tried to pull it off to this side, and it just... then I'm just going to be on the podcast like this when I'm, you know...
It just like a mug shot.
Yeah, those mug shots are great, dude. I love... Have you seen the T-shirts that they got? Oh, yeah. If you go on that Busted on Facebook, they've got T-shirts. Like, you can get... like, I ended up on Busted or shit like that. Oh, it's freaking hilarious. It is great. Thanks a lot, Kenny. Kenny said it looks great.
Kenny who?
Greer, that's the guy that we want to bring in that was a runner in high school that is part of the Lunch Bunch, that group. So, yeah, it was a lot of work, and I was freaking out. You said you came in yesterday. You didn't think we'd be up and running today, huh?
And it was late, too. I ain't gonna say late, but when I came up here, I was like...
You know what solved it? Honestly, the biggest thing that solved it was when I put in this new computer and I started plugging all the stuff up and I'm hooking everything up and I'm looking to see how much time I got for the end of the day. It was on East Coast time. or West Coast time. West Coast time. So the whole time I'm thinking I got all kinds of time. I'm just looking at, because the computer's there. I'm setting it up. I'm looking at the time. I'm going, oh, I've got plenty of time. It's only 3:30 or whatever. And I'm sitting there just, all right, I'm keep going. And the next thing I know, I look up and it's, like whatever it was, 4:30 or something. And I'm like, man, it seems later than 4:30. I've been at this shit all day. And I checked my phone and I'm like, holy shit. So I didn't change the time zone on the new computer when I got it. So I was going hard thinking I had lots of time left, but I got it. It works. Everything that we needed to get today's podcast out works.
Yeah.
There's
good.
some glitches. I got to get the cameras or the TVs that's a scrolling video, which is nice, but it's not working right now. It's the pause picture's working, but when you try and run it in a loop on a USB, which is what it is in now, it just keeps bringing up the play button and this and that, and it's just a pain in the balls.
So next week, what we got to do for that other one?
That's 11 to 6 at WG Green Lodge in Berea. I think it's called Bark in the Park. It's the dog tailgate. They're on Facebook if anybody wants to make any donations too. They're on Facebook under Dogs Tailgating or Top Dog Tailgating on Facebook. Top Dog Tailgating on Facebook. That's who's putting on the event. The money is going to Cleveland
Dog
something. Yeah, Cleveland Animals or something. But yeah, that's Saturday at 11. I got it now this week. Try and make sure the mobile stuff is good.
So you guys might get some little tests put out.
Yeah, you might see a test page pop up here and there or something at home. I'll probably just set it up at home, make sure it's ready to go. Because that's the mobile setup that I took to South Carolina. But now I'll hook it up to the laptop. I think it should work pretty easy hooked up to the laptop. But I want to make sure this week, I'll make sure before we go. And then, we'll be...
So if that doesn't work, what are we going to do?
Oh, it's going to work. We'll make it work. Okay. It's going to work. I mean, I'll make it work. I'm not worried about that. Somehow, one way or the other, it'll work. I just don't know how we're going to set up there and stuff. I'll probably try and get there around 10 and try and look and see what I got going on. Because there's probably, there's picnic tables and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but... yeah, it's going to be fun. And anybody who comes there with the Madhouse subscriber, you come in and you get in the park, it's free beer and food.
Drinking in the park.
Yep. Free beer and food. You can't beat that. Free food and beer, I should say. They didn't put it that way. But as a bar owner, I said free beer because that's the most important part, isn't it?
Not to me.
Free beer? That's crazy.
See this belly? It's about the food.
The Buddha belly?
Yeah, the Buddha.
The Buddha belly.
So you lost some weight this week, huh?
Yeah. I'm down to 220 this morning. I couldn't believe it. I get down to 220 this morning. That's 19 pounds from where I started. When I started on this diet, what was that, a week before I went to see my sister? Yeah, almost 20 pounds now. I'll be in the teens pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being upset because I hit 215. God, I'm getting fat.
I don't know what. I think the heaviest I ever been was 220.
Yeah.
That was too much on me.
Yeah, that's I feel lean right now, but I feel my best. If I'm working out and exercising every day, 210, 210.
That's my average. That's where I'm at.
But if I'm not exercising and stuff, 200, 195, somewhere in there. That's where I feel best at. If I'm not working out. But when you're working out, you have more weight to you, regardless,
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't worked out in 30 years.
I sent you a TikTok. Did you watch it?
Which one? You sent me one hourly.
The one about your 3D printed meat?
Oh, yeah. Shit's weird, isn't it?
I want to play it for everybody. Everybody, here it goes. We're going to play it right now. This is what Gito was talking about.
laboratory, these cells then multiply, interact, and differentiate into the fat and muscle cells that make up bioink. These bioinks are then intricately layered by specialized 3D printers to construct meat products that closely mimic the
Too
texture,
loud.
taste, and nutritional composition
Too
of
loud.
traditional meats. This is identical to real beef, and when it is ready and served, even the smell is the same. Scientists claim that by using this technology, the environmental impact associated with conventional livestock farming will be greatly reduced. So would you eat?
Now, how crazy is that? So it answered our questions that we had. Our questions were that what do they print it with? It's like a bioink.
That's so gross.
That's nasty. Bioink.
Yeah, we're probably eating it already. We don't even know it.
Oh my God! You see that? Like the one when I sent it to you, like that meat looks like.
That's the one I was talking about.
It looks really like when they cut it open and shred it out. I mean, it looks like meat. I don't know how you would tell the difference. And it's bioink. That is freaking crazy.
Oh my God.
So what do they do? Do you think they take blood out? We should look into that. I bet you they take like blood. Bet they just draw blood of the animal, right?
They said stem cells or some shit.
Huh? Brian said send it to him. I shall send it to you, Brian.
But
Here I go.
there's all kinds of shit like that coming out. I'm like, what the hell? It's just gross.
That's nuts. I can't believe that that's a thing. I just can't. That's just. I never heard of it till you brought it up. I'm like, whoa, what are you talking about? Remember, I'm
Yeah.
like, 3D printed.
You looking at me like, what the hell?
I mean, I'm still stuck on 3D printed houses, and now you're telling me there's a whole steak.
Shit, they're doing more than steak.
What if they could print 3D printed human flesh for people who are
I think they're doing that now too.
who are what's that called? I forget what that's called now.
Oh, Hannibal or
Yeah, what are they? Cannibals.
Cannibals, yeah.
Cannibals. Yeah, they could print fake 3D
people.
cannibals. Yeah.
That's gross.
What if it's good?
Knock yourself out.
Be like Hannibal Lecter. He would never have to kill nobody again. He could enjoy it.
But that's part of it. The kill.
The kill is part of it,
Yeah,
like these
sure.
hunters, like rednecks
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
But if they could go and just say, hey, let me go buy a deer cut up, they ain't doing that shit. And they're like, hell no.
That's probably true. Although they do all go to each other's houses and eat each other's venison. So I mean that's one thing. I don't know. But that Berea thing though, where we're doing it at, that's in that it's it says Cleveland and it says Berea both, but it's Cleveland Metro Parks. But it's actually that WG Green. The park it's in, I think, is in multiple areas because it's so big. It's a metro park. So it's WJ Green Lodge is where it's going to be at. And it's going to have the food and beer, like we said. We're going to do the podcast there. But the Berea thing, I was looking into that. This Haslage thing where he wants to move the Browns out of Cleveland.
Mm.
He wants to put a dome and he wants to, he's like, I don't even know if he's done it yet or not, but he's, I think, acquired the property or almost acquired the property, like 176 acres in Berea.
It's going to happen, probably.
He's going to move them out of Cleveland again. 176 acres. But they said they could renovate the stadium that's there and get Cleveland City money for like $1 billion.
Look at Brian.
What do you say?
I'm 212, little fat ass. And you're only 5'6".
So, but if he goes out there, the new dome is $2 billion to build a new. So it cost him a lot of money, and he's not getting help from the city of Cleveland with the $2 billion. But he's trying to do 176 acres. That's like restaurants and hotels and like he's as 176 acres is what he's looking at.
But Berea's like right next door. Who cares?
I mean, it's not. I mean, a lot of cities do that. A lot of NFL teams. I mean, there's quite a bit that aren't actually in their cities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some of them, like change their names, which is what I hope doesn't happen.
It probably will.
You think the Berea Browns?
Because
I mean, the training center's there already too.
but you know what it is like. You think about it. If you got a Browns jersey, say 20 years old, and you're still using it, you know what I'm saying? That just opens up all kinds of doors, you know?
Yeah, you get to resell them and stuff.
Resell all that shit.
Yeah, but
generate
everybody's
money.
still going. But they don't change them like the Berea Browns. They change them
Well,
to like the
Indians.
Ohio something.
Look at the Indians. They
Yeah,
got all
but
kinds
they
of new
did that though.
jerseys
But they
and all
did
that
that
shit.
shit just to freaking appease everybody.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of white people aren't happy with us calling them the Indians. I'm Indian. I didn't have an issue with it. I enjoyed the Chief Yahoo myself personally.
I never heard nobody complaining about that.
Never, except for some white people in protest. And they weren't Indians. There wasn't no Indians there showing up protesting.
Maybe there was. We don't know about it. Chief Wahoo himself might have been up there saying, "You need to change that."
Chief Yahoo is a made-up fictional character.
No, he was there. No, I'm just saying that's stupid. People always look for something to just argue about, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're gonna. I mean, it's a real possibility right now. It might happen. It kind of would be cool. You know how much construction that would bring to this area to redevelop Berea into like a destination spot right there? That would be huge. I mean, that would absolutely be huge for everybody who.
Well, so a smart person with money would go there and buy some land up right now, like the even beat up houses in that area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a hotel I seen that was for sale. Somebody was telling me about it.
Shit.
There was a hotel in the area, but I mean that's a risk because if
Whatever
the
don't
city
go
of
through.
Cleveland comes in and does them a good right. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's been other cities where they've bought the land. I think Chicago, they actually bought the land. The Bears, they bought it. They were going to redevelop outside of Chicago, and then the city worked out a deal with them and got them to stay. Gave them a bunch of money.
Well, hey.
Brian said Deshaun Watson's the first quarterback to last 3 years in a row. But he hasn't played. He played like 8 games. That's freaking crazy.
I could last that long on the bench too.
Yeah. Because you know what? That's a good point, Brian. Gito brings up a good point. Because Deshaun Watson's been on the bench most of that time. We may have had quarterbacks, not starting quarterbacks, but quarterbacks that have actually been there for 3 years in a row. Third string or whatever they are. They might have happened. I really don't know. I'm not sure of it. Not 100%. But I think it would be cool to bring all that construction into Berea. I think that would be sweet. It'd be nice to go to the game and not have to go to a fucking parking garage and pay all that money and then walk past all the fucking homeless. And although there's not a lot of homeless down there anymore. It's not like it used to be. I would go to Cavs games years ago. We'd park in the parking garage, and you'd come out the door of the parking garage, just the man door on the side, take the steps and take the man door off the side. And there'd be a homeless guy open the door there for like he wants a tip because he opened the fucking door. I'll open my own door. Get out of my way. You know what I mean? It's like going to these high-end places with the bathroom. The guy in there going to hand you a fucking paper towel. I'll grab my own paper towel. Get out of here.
Yeah, but he gives you the cologne and stuff too.
I don't fucking want no cologne. If I show up there and I don't have cologne on, I don't want to wear cologne. And if I do have cologne on, it's probably not what you have in the fucking toilet. Yeah. I mean, that's the way I see it. I mean, who puts cologne on in the bathroom? Who does that?
Somebody.
Have you? No, nobody does. What, are you going to freaking bust out his freaking whatever cologne he has and that's what you're going to wear now?
Yeah, for that $10 you got to leave him as a tip.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I never did understand that shit. Like, get out of my bathroom. It's fucking just awkward.
Yeah, you're somebody in there.
Yeah, right? Get the fuck out of here.
That's my job.
Here, I just took a nasty shit and you had to smell it. Here's a tip for smelling it, you fuck.
Oh, you got people come here to do that for free for you. Shit.
Yeah, what the hell? Why am I paying people for something I can get for free?
That was hilarious when that dude did that.
It's ridiculous.
Remember that? You don't want to talk about it.
No, what is it?
Traumatized.
What is it? What are you talking about?
When you went to the restroom, that dude wanted to come in there and just talk to you while you was pooping.
Oh. Yeah, there was a gay couple that came in there.
Oh my god!
Well, he
that was
didn't
so
come in
funny.
there. Well, he did. He was talking to me when I was. Yeah, that is true. He was talking to me. That is true. But I was, I was in the stall and he was over on the like where the urinal is in our bathroom there. So I was in a stall. I was blocked away from him.
No,
But the crazy thing was when I walked out, I'm like washing my hands. He walked in there, like into where I just took a big nasty shit, and then just walked right back out. Like, what the fuck was he walking in there for? Like, I don't get it. I don't know. Was that like some kind of gay code or something? Like,
I don't know.
like some bathhouse type shit? Like, I don't know, man. That was fucking weird. I didn't like it.
Oh my god!
Well, Brian, guys don't care. Even if you don't carry cologne on you, though,
What'd he say?
Brian, he said girls will carry perfume in their purse, guys don't. But even if you don't carry or you don't have your cologne on you or whatever, if you left the house with cologne on, why do you want to put the fucking dumb shit that they got? I mean, I'm not saying that maybe they have the best, but it's not. You already have a scent. Either you chose not to or you already have one. I mean, I don't know anybody that's ever freaking said, "Hey, yeah, hit me with your
Blast me, buddy. Blast
1990 Polo cologne." The fuck out of here.
What was it? Stetson or whatever the fuck it is.
Stetson. Your grandma would give you like the Christmas pack or whatever with like Stetson cologne and deodorant and body wash and all that. Do you remember those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fucking everybody had those kits. Yeah, good Christmases.
Yeah, and socks.
And socks. I love socks at
Oh, yeah.
Christmas. That was used to be Miss Benjamin used to always, or not Miss Benjamin. I'm sorry, Miss Gladys, Pee Wee Boyd, Jay Boyd's mom. I know that what she actually did was buy a bunch of socks and wrap them up, and when people came over, because there would be a busy house at Christmas time, and I was one of those that would show up and she would just toss me a Christmas present, but it would always be fresh socks, but I loved it every year.
Oh, man, that's my
I couldn't
favorite.
wait to get my fresh socks.
Man, you put on some fresh socks, fresh out the package.
Nothing better. If it was up to me,
You'd be one of them rich people that only wear them one time.
one and done, man. One and done. I watched a thing with Charles Barkley years ago, and Black Sweet. I watched a thing with Charles Barkley years ago where he was saying that he gets the NBA comfy socks, like the good NBA crew cut or the ankle cut ones or whatever, and throws them away every time. He goes, nothing beats them fresh out of the packet.
Yeah.
And that sounds right to me. I mean, how much would it cost you? I mean, to just put fresh socks on every time and just throw them away?
Probably around, I'd say around $800 a year.
$800 a year. See, that sounds like a lot. But I was thinking like I was going to do it on a weekly basis. Like,
I'll wear them once or maybe twice.
no, I mean like thinking a week, like how much it would cost.
Well, what do you think it would cost?
I don't know. I haven't bought socks. Amanda does that. I don't know
Well,
what socks
Well,
cost.
there you go. Don't cost you nothing. Do it.
It's my money. I just don't pay attention to what
All right,
she
there you
spends
go.
on it.
So if you don't pay attention, it ain't gonna hurt you. Tell her, so just buy me socks and I'll throw them away.
I could get Amazon. I could go see what socks are on Amazon.
Yeah, you ain't doing that shit.
What's Amazon? Just have it a weekly shipment. You know how you could set it up to like constantly reschedule? Just have them show up once a week dropping off socks. I like it. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's
do.
wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
That's good stuff. That's real good stuff.
Let's sell them to car washes or something.
Huh?
Let's sell the old ones to car washes.
No, just throw them away. Give them to the homeless.
There you go.
Unwashed.
Hey, and then then you can write it off.
Can you? If you give them to the
Donate it
homeless?
them. Why not?
See, now all of a sudden it's not sounding
Now it's
so
making
bad, is
sense,
it?
ain't it?
Now it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense. Speaking of leaving Cleveland, LeBron James, he was about to get swept last night. I thought for sure they were going to get him, but he come through. That Joker. Have you watched any of that at all?
When?
I know you don't watch basketball too much, but that Jokic is showing up in everybody's TikToks too. Everything that he does, but this freaking kid, he's like that's the one that last year that was like, oh man, we got to do a parade. He just wanted to ride his horse or whatever.
Yeah.
LeBron can't seem to beat him. Like literally the last game, game 3, they were up by like 20 points, and the only lead that Denver ever had was the buzzer beater at the end, and then won. You know, but this time they finally got him. But it's like 10 games in a row or something that Jokic has beat him. Yeah, that's freaking crazy. He just can't get past him for some reason. But he did last night finally. So it wasn't a sweep, which is what everybody was all worried about. Which I'm kind of I mean, I like Jokic, but I'm kind of rooting for LeBron. I still love LeBron. I miss him. Come back home.
You probably will.
Yeah, if they'll take his son. I guess they're in the negotiations bringing his son into L.A. now, though.
LA.
That's all he really wants to do is play with Bronny. But I don't think Bronny's talented. I mean, he's talented enough, I guess, but he's not. He's nothing. Yeah. But Jokic kind of is like a Larry Bird. He looks awkward out there, and he just don't miss. It's freaking crazy. I don't think he sits and talks shit, though, like Larry Bird did, but
He probably ain't that good.
he's fucking nasty, dude. And he don't even like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Bronny's going to suck, Brian said. I agree. I think he is, too. But that's what LeBron wants, so they're going to probably accommodate him and bring him over to L.A.
I'm sure they will.
Shit, you know. I wish the Cavs would have done it. No, not now. His days are over now. I mean, he ain't gonna. I mean, even his record for the year was lackluster. You know what I mean? And there's no chance. I don't think that he's coming back and beating Jokic and going into the next round, because this is the first round of the playoffs. But yeah, LeBron's getting his ass handed to him. He's getting too old. That's all there is to it. He just can't. I mean, you watch him dunk now, and it's like his hand is. I mean, it's getting above the rim. I'm not saying it's not, but it's not that explosive like pop where his head's gonna bang on the rim type shit that was going on before.
How old is he?
I'm trying to think. 2003. He came in the league. He was 18. So, was he 40? 39, 40? I think he'll be 40 this year. 40 or 40. Yeah, I think he'll be 40 this year.
What do the basketball players retire at? Average? 40?
No.
30 something?
Yeah,
35.
34. Shaq they were calling Shaq old at 34. That's how far off it is. Yeah. He almost hit his head twice yesterday. Oh, really?
Oh.
See, I didn't get to watch the game. He was doing it yesterday, huh? He had that explosiveness yesterday. I didn't watch the game yesterday. I just was looking at the score and I was shocked because I watched game 1 and 2 and 3, and then I'm like, this time I'm like, I don't even want to watch no more. Jokic is just fucking owning his ass.
Like the average, you're saying like 35 or something like that, but there's.
No, I think the average is like 28 or 30. Yeah, it's low. Like it's not. I think, like I said, at Shaq they were calling old at 34. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's just not that. I mean, you hit your physical peak at like 27. You probably got about 4 or 5 years after that, and you're done. Like you're done. And that's a good player. Most guys get in the league and get 3 or 4 years, and then the new guys come in and they get rid of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they just can't get, even AI. Well, I mean, he wasn't in the league all that long, actually.
No, he wasn't at all.
Yeah. it's just not.
But I think he retired way too soon.
He probably did. I don't know what because he ended up, didn't he go to Denver? He went to Denver, right, to play with Carmelo for a minute?
Yeah, I think so.
He does do, yeah, he does. He does like, because LeBron does like, he's got like a hypobaric chamber. Yeah. And he, as soon as at 18 years old, he hired a chef to cook for him immediately. That was the first thing he did with all his money was hire a chef to put the right food in his body, like diet-wise. So, I mean, he did take care of his body better than anyone else, but you can't hold back time. I mean, he extended it. And he looked good 3 years ago. He looks okay now. I mean, he doesn't look. I mean,
well, them Diddy parties he was going to kind of probably.
Well,
slowed him down,
yeah,
too.
yeah. Have you seen
The song?
Well, no. What song? What song are you talking about? The one that we did the
No,
other
no,
day.
no. Somebody. What's his name? I don't know. One of them rappers. He came out with a dogging song on him.
On Bron or Diddy?
Did he?
Oh. No, there's LeBron and like he's got nothing on but a little maid's costume.
Yeah, I seen that. It's weird. I was like, is that real or is that like AI and shit?
Is that real? That's deep fake shit for sure. No
no.
question. Deep fake. That is some deep fake shit. My girl's calling off this morning.
Who we got?
It's that Ashley. She's calling off. And I seen it on the crew app.
seen
Now
it
she's
too.
trying to call me. Huh?
I seen it.
Yeah.
Popped up.
So I hope I don't have to bartend this morning.
Which one's that?
Ashley? She's the new,
Okay, I know.
the
I know.
newer blonde
Yeah.
girl that just took over for Days. Like she wanted just
Brittany.
Days. No, Brittany was more like Azare. Azare replaced Brittany.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
she's been kind of doing what Buck Ash's mode was. But Buck Ash will probably go mostly nights after she comes back from vacation.
So, let's see. Oh, well, so what happened with that one dude?
Tom Brady playing till that's doesn't matter. He doesn't have. He just sat in the pocket and threw. So it doesn't. I mean, it's he just had to have a line so he didn't get hit too hard.
What about that guy that
And if you even breathed on him, you got a freaking foul.
the issues?
Huh?
The issues here this week.
The issues. That's what a lot of people are probably tuning in for today to see what happened. I posted that picture on the guy, and I said, anybody know who it is? His name's Buck, by the way. And I've seen him in here. I've talked to him in here before. And but he pulled in, and I got the video. I'll probably share it on Madhouse Bar Talk, but I wanted to talk about it first. But he pulled in. He backed in, actually. He backed into the gravel spot right there, like basically just directly across from the patio
door,
there.
yeah,
The
entrance.
patio entrance. He backs into the space, and he fucking guns it as he's backing in. And and if you go down there, it's still there. There's probably about 8 feet of just trenched out gravel.
Wow.
Oops. And he slung all that gravel everywhere. And it went all over the cars near it, the whole parking lot. Like, it was crazy. And Malibu's standing there when he does it. It like freaking, she gets peppered standing. She was like walking out on a smoke break. She was like out right outside the patio right there. And Megan was working the bar. So Megan goes out to look at her car, and it's got rocks in it. You know what I mean? And she's saying something to him, and he's blowing her off, and like she's being too much and this and that. So she just finally goes, walks around to the back of the car, kind of runs to the back of his truck to take a picture of his license plate. And when she runs back there to get the picture, he runs around the car, and he just like is hard, like shoves the shit out of her, like pushes her. She like goes up against the van that's parked next to him and stuff. It's like, I mean, just a grown ass man, the man in that picture, pushing a 20-some-year-old girl.
Wow.
Like, because they don't like that you peppered their fucking car. She works hard for her car. Why? You know what I mean? That I don't blame her. I'd be pissed too. And it's unnecessary. That's never happened here. Nobody's ever had to like
Duck from rocks.
Yeah, I mean, it was just completely unnecessary. You're just spinning rocks everywhere. That was unnecessary on a job site where there's rocks, like a gravel drive. It'd be unnecessary, let alone in a normal parking lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was just, it was just an asshole. So I just wanted his name, and in case Megan wanted to call, and I mean, she got a picture of his plate before she got shoved.
Wow.
So that way she can deal with it and go.
I seen her grab her wrist on the video.
Her wrist?
Yeah, I think she, like, when he pushed her into that car, she grabbed her wrist.
Like it hurt?
Yeah.
Well, it's possible. I didn't pay attention to that, like, after the fact. Like, I got to that point, and then kind of I was pissed at that point. Like, what, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't. There's no need for it. That was way out of.
That was it. You don't ever put your hands on somebody, and even if it was a grown man, you don't put your
Right,
hands
right.
on him. But
That's what there's laws for.
yeah, absolutely. And but a girl, like you're gonna go push a young bartender like that? That's just that's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross. So that was the reason that I posted him on there. I just want to know who he was. But I've gotten so many people like reaching out to me, trying to tell me who it is and this and that. And yesterday, that Azure comes upstairs. She goes, "There's somebody on the phone. It's real important. They said they need to talk to you about the guy you posted." And it's like, that's not important. That's not. I tell these girls over and over, and they never get it, that if somebody is important and needs to talk to me, they have my cell phone number.
Right.
I mean, I mean, anybody who's calling there just is not the
Take a
same
message,
thing.
send a number, and if it's important, you'll call them back.
Yeah, it's something crazy. Yeah, that stop, fucker. Now see, that did it. It timed out. This is the problem with this bullshit. So, anyways, that's what that was all about. But yeah, he splunk, and then he just took off. He just left. I mean, he never was here. He never came in or nothing. He just literally did that and dipped.
So how's the picture where he's walking towards the bar?
That was when Megan came out and confronted him.
Oh.
Yeah, that was once she confronted him. He walked over to the car and like was bad mouthing her, and
Wow.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then like Tex goes, "That's weird," because he goes, I sat and talked to him because he's trying to sell that truck. He goes, and I never got an asshole vibe from him. And I go, "How much is he trying to sell the truck for?" He said $17,000. I go, "That's not an asshole? $17,000 for that piece of shit?"
Wow.
I mean, that's as asshole as it comes. $17,000. The fuck you think you got over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an asshole for sure. I don't know what he was talking about.
Yeah, that's unnecessary. You push a little girl.
No, he didn't, Brian. Nobody's seen it. He got in his truck and left immediately. He would have, though. They started coming out right when he got in his truck. They started coming out for sure. Yeah, he would have definitely got himself in some problems if he'd tried to walk in at that point after he did that dumb shit. It just doesn't make sense. I just don't get it. Why? I mean,
Right. Like you said, nobody here ever had a problem with him.
no, he always seemed fine. I mean, he came in and he seemed like a good dude. I mean, kind of seemed like somebody my dad knew or something. Like, I don't know him, but he looks like one of my dad's friends would look,
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Yeah. But what a shame. Yeah. First person that knew him that said they know who it was Catherine Kovich. I don't know who he is exactly.
I've seen him around. I don't really know him, but I never had no bad vibes from him.
No, I've talked to him when he came in here. Everything was good. Yeah, I had no issues with him when he came in here. Nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Who knows? But that was the story behind it. That was the ridiculousness of that freaking stupid.
Yeah, I seen the videos. And I was like, I didn't understand it. Because at first when you watch the video, you don't know what happened. And then when you explain it with gravel, then you look at the parking lot and you see all the gravel in the parking lot.
Yeah. And if you watch when it happens, when he like floors it, backing in, Malibu's walking right there. Like she literally walks into the screen to get peppered.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it was bad, dude. It wasn't just like people overreacting. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
And she just had a baby and shit. You got people acting stupid like that.
There's just no reason. And he seemed sober. He didn't look like in the video. He doesn't look drunk. I mean, he's not like, yeah, I don't see any, I don't know. He doesn't look drunk. I don't know. So, I don't know why anybody does what they do. It's just crazy shit. And I don't understand it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that goes on, though, having a bar. Just random. And you know what? I think we've all done some dumb shit in our life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
not at that age. Come on.
No, not at that age. But, like, I mean, as far as backing in the gravel,
Yeah.
like, oh, shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but let me
You just come out and say sorry and fix the problem. You don't come out and shove the freaking girl that wants her, is worried about her car or whatever.
Right.
But anyways, he can go to that new bar that they're going to open up on the river.
Yeah.
That what's it called again? Trench Joint?
Place or something?
Trench Joint.
It
I
might
think
be.
it's called Trench Joint by the river. Trench Joint by the river.
Where's that?
It's right next to the bridge that opens up.
Uh-huh.
It's I guess it's in that like right in that Riverside Park, the old kayak rental place.
Uh-huh.
That's where it's going to be. Yeah, it's called Trent's Joint by the river, and apparently it's Trent is the son of Andrea and Jeff, and they're opening the bar with Trent's name on it. I guess he was killed in a car
Yeah, I
accident.
seen that.
So that's kind of like their tribute to him or whatever. So let's get a cornhole tournament together. Let's do it. Come on. Come talk to me about it. We want to. We'd be interested. We'd like to get a league going, actually, is what we'd like to do. That would be real good if we could get a league
I think
together.
I talked to her this week.
Yeah?
Yeah, I told her to come down here and we'll get together and put a league together. Or not a league, but a tournament.
Yeah. I'm kind of excited about this bar on the river because I think you can pull your boat up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm excited about it because I'll bring it. Usually once a year I come to the landings, for a concert or something with the boat. And now I could go do that and then swing on the over there and maybe get something to eat while I'm over there or something, if I can dock there. Yeah, that'd be cool. I've done it before where I went to...
Quaker Stick.
No, not Quakers. I do that all the time. That's an everyday thing. But no, the shipyards.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but it's kind of like... The shipyards is like you have to dock your boat and then walk a long ways to get there. You know what I mean? I mean, they do have like where they do have where you can dock and then they'll take another ferry. I don't know. You got to walk a long ways after you go there. So you find a slip, you go in there, and then you got to walk pretty far to get in there. It's not like Quaker or whatever. I think this is going to be more like Quaker where it's right there, where you can just jump off your boat and be at the bar. Get some food.
So my buddy never came and got that free meal I offered him, huh?
What's that?
Remember when I offered, what's his name? Free meal? Come on in.
Who was that?
Oh, what the hell's it? Jared?
Who?
Jared?
Was
it Jeremy?
From Subway?
No, Jeremy.
No, Jeremy hasn't been in. He works too much.
I know he does.
If it wasn't for working, he'd be in here just hanging out himself. He's working too much, Jeremy, all the time.
But he listens.
No, he does listen. I'm sure he'll stop in and get one on you. If I see him, I'll tell him. Or maybe somebody didn't say nothing to him, or we came in.
No, he listens to it.
No, but I mean, maybe somebody in here, he said something, and they're like, "Well, I don't know," or nothing, and nobody got back to me or something. I don't know. Could be. It's possible.
No, I said it clear on here.
I get that, but that doesn't mean that the waitress or bartender that's waited on him was like, "Yeah, Gito, I don't know nothing about it."
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, he might have came in and just was like, you know what I mean? And they're like, I don't know. I'm not putting nothing on Gito's tab.
Right.
Especially if it was Amanda. Some of the new girls might be all, okay.
Shit. I've had them come in and there's like $70 on there. What the hell was this? They said it was all you. No,
that was that one girl. What was that one girl?
Yeah.
She gave you the nice wave and you walked out. They're like, she's like, God, he got those ones.
Yeah, I got tricked. All I did was walk out to the back to go get a cigarette. And I walked outside. I went to smoke a cigarette. I come back in. She's gone out the front door, and she's like, "Oh, here's your bill." I was like, "What the hell?"
$70.
No,
that was an expensive ass cigarette.
No, it wasn't no 70.
How much was it?
Probably 12.
12? What are you crying about? I see you waste $12 all the time.
Doesn't matter. It's what I want to waste it on.
Rose said, "Go look at Messenger."
Roll bear, leave me alone.
He said, "Go look at your Messenger." He said. That's what he said. I don't know what he's got sending you over there.
Oh, he's got a cornhole thing in the tournament. It's an app to kind of.
Oh, for the cornhole tournaments?
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
There you go, Anne Marie.
So it's an app,
I guess.
and then it's for a local area, or
I don't know. We'll look into it after the show.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think that'd be awesome to get the cornhole going with the local. I think that'd be amazing. Yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting.
He said cornhole shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. Everybody likes cornhole.
Yeah, yeah.
But you see that they got a different one. It's like a tube, and it's like a round platform. And if you get it on the platform or something, and then the tube, it's like a plastic thing.
I saw.
It just looks harder. I think it would be pretty
I
cool.
saw a reel where they were paying 580.
Yeah, I seen that.
$580 a throw or something.
Well, that was almost like a thing. Every week you would put money into it. It wasn't like that what somebody put in it at first. It was like everybody put in $5 to throw. So it built up to that.
But these people were paying $580 a throw. The one I saw.
580.
$580 a throw. They were throwing it. So like 2 throws was like $1,160. But if they hit, I think that the payout was.
It was the whole pot.
It was massive. I think. Yeah.
I don't know.
Post tourney on there, and people will come in the hundreds. Okay. All right. We'll set it up then. We'll do it.
We're gonna do that little poll.
How many boards do you think we need? I've got 2 sets. Do I need more than that for tournaments?
We'll make some.
I mean, I can get more boards. I don't care. I don't. I'll go to the same guys that made these ones. They work pretty good. I like those with the little light in it and stuff. They're nice.
Yeah.
He puts a nice thing on it. I had what's his name? Adam Elgart makes them nice too. He's the one who made the original Madhouse ones. Was that Ogle that ran those over?
Who was it? I remember when
it was Ogle. What is
Ogle
with this
be
guy?
busting up some shit, don't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be that Freemason shit. I don't know.
Yeah, what is that about? How many do you think, Brian, do I need of like to run a tournament?
6.
What do I need?
I'd say about 6. 6 sets.
To like do a tournament, how many do I need? That's the question. It's a simple question. There's a number involved.
6. I'd say 6.
What is that number? At least 11 sets for a tournament. 11 sets? It'll be that busy, huh? 11 sets? Holy shit.
Damn, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's massive. 11 sets, huh? Brian said we have 20 sets? 20 sets? Holy shit, no kidding. Okay, well, then I got to go get some more.
Started with
I'm going to
6.
need a fucking storage shed just for cornhole boards.
No, you just sell them at the after the tournament.
You want a board.
Yeah, you want a board. People would be happy with that too.
Be like Oprah, you want a board. You
Yeah,
want a board.
want a board. Cousin Lewis. Auntie Jan.
Okay, all right.
Shit, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think where you would put 11 boards.
Shit, you got the whole field.
I think 10 is good. Yeah, I think that's what you got to do is set it up in the field. You run it in the field. I think that's the only way you could do it. But then what do I do about the parking situation? We just chewed up all the parking.
Like park on the street in front of that guy's house that gets mad when you play music.
Yeah. We can put a Bluetooth speaker out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Nah, there's plenty of parking around here.
I mean, I wouldn't go with the word plenty.
I would say. You got that whole street right there. You got that street right there. You got the Family Dollar parking lot. They don't give a shit. They ain't never got nobody in there but 6 people at one time.
Yeah, they don't care. They're pretty friendly with us.
Yeah.
I got a question for anybody who's listening or watching. Is the streaming nicer today? Like, are we like less laggy and all that stuff? Did it work? Did I fix it?
That'd be Brian to ask.
Yeah, Brian's been watching it the whole time. Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to know because I actually I actually was off Wi-Fi now. I brought, because I got the computer, I bought an Ethernet. I got everything routed right in.
Oh, you routed it straight to it.
Yeah, everything's, yeah.
But I picked up that wood chips order.
It's great. Yeah, that's good. That's what I wanted to hear. Yeah, because I don't have Wi-Fi no more. The Wi-Fi is that was the problem we were having before. So we're connected straight in. So that's what I was hoping for.
But look, there's still a lot of good people out there. I went the other day and I was scratching off some scratch-offs. And I had them sitting there and I was checking them, but I must have missed one. So Tracy, my friend Tracy, came in the gas station. I ain't seen her in a while. She come give me a hug, and then I walked her out to her car. Well, I thought they were all trash, so I gave them to the girl, and she scanned them, and it was a $100 winner. So I leave. Next day, I get a call, text. She said, the guy from the store said that the girl that worked with the register scanned my tickets and it was $100 winner.
No kidding.
Yeah, to come back up there and get my money.
Where is this place at?
That one that had that Burger King in there, that Burger King.
Oh, that's my buddy. That's Jack.
Yeah, that's his name, Jack.
Jack is amazing. Jack. I've known him a long time. He used to own a Domino's. Him and his wife Pasquale. They owned a Domino's in, what is that? Is that Strongsville or Berea? It's one of the two. I think it might be Berea actually, where we're going. But he had a Domino's, and he at one time I think he had 3 or 4, but he consolidated and just had the one. And him and his wife would come in at like 7:00 in the morning, and they would make all these pizzas. They had like 8 different school districts in the area, so they would come in at 7 in the morning. They'd make $700-800 before they even opened the door. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, they were killing it out there. But then Domino's started coming in telling them they have to do this, they have to do that, because it's a franchise.
Right.
And they just went, yep, I'm done. And they went to Australia for a little bit, and then they came back. When he came back, he was working at I think it's his brother-in-law's gas station on Rockside Road, and then he found that place. But yeah, he does it. He
Straight
does
honest,
really
though.
well.
You know what I'm saying?
There's nobody better than him, dude. That is a great guy. Like he's 100%, and he's interesting to talk to. Like he's
I didn't get to meet him. As soon as I walked in, I said, "Is Jack around?" The guy goes, "No, he's not in, but can I take him?" I said, "Oh, I did a scratch off here, and they called me to tell me." And he goes, "Oh, you're the guy. Hold on." And he went in the back, got my money and shit. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Then I said, "Here's 20 to give to the girl that, told her."
Yeah, that Jack's great.
Was
yeah,
I
him and
was I being
Pasquale.
cheap, only giving her 20?
No, that's 20%. I mean, why wouldn't it be? I mean, it's 20%.
But she could have kept the whole damn thing.
You know, one time I hit like, what did I hit? $2,200. I bought a 6-spot dollar regular plays, dollar and a booster. I hit 2,200, but I was getting aggravated with the girl behind the counter at Convenient because she's taking forever to get to me because she's dilly-dallying and shit. She's just dilly-dallying the whole time. And then when she actually gets it to me, I missed at least one drawing for sure. So, blind draw, I have to learn out what that is. So anyways, the last draw of the ticket, I hit the 2,200. So if she wasn't dilly-dallying, but I didn't give her a tip, fuck her, because she's just dilly-dallying.
Oh, shit.
I ain't rewarding bad behavior.
Listen, man, I swear, you got a tip. That comes back to you.
I ain't tipping bad behavior.
I swear by it. You tip good.
I ain't doing it. I ain't tipping bad behavior. Ain't happening. What's a blind draw? How's that work? How does this work?
I don't know. We got to figure all this out.
A blind draw is like that's who you play against? Is that how it goes? Like you aren't ranked. You're just playing against somebody? Is that what he's like? You draw a name and that's who you play?
Is he going to get in it or is he just talking? Because it's a big difference if he's getting in it.
Well, he said he has 20 boards, so...
He's got 20 boards?
That's what he said. He said, we have 20 boards. That's what he said. We have 20 boards.
As in we as another place he goes to, a bar? Or what is he talking about?
Him and the mouse in his pocket.
Oh.
I don't know who we is. I don't know. Maybe that's where he plays cornhole.
In his pocket?
He plays with his cornhole in his pocket. You come in and pay, and the app does everything.
Oh, there you go.
His club. Okay, I got you. So, but here's the question, Brian. The blind draw. What does that mean exactly? I don't know nothing about it. I'm not a cornhole connoisseur or a dart connoisseur or anything like that. The Eagles. Yeah. Okay. The Eagles Club. But that's not answering the question. What's a blind draw? That's what we're looking for here. We're looking for the blind draw. What is a blind draw?
We probably sound so dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is blind draw? Everybody knows what blind draw is.
The app makes the team. Okay, so the app takes care of, okay, I got you. So they just sign up and then the app blindly picks the teams and it's not based on rankings or anything like that. I got you. That makes sense, I think.
Man, if that randomly just picks like 3 guys that are just killers.
Oh, the app makes the teams.
So wait a minute. So one guy comes in and he's teamed up with just some random person. That's how it works. Like your partner might just be Joe Blow.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Then you get a fucker like Stevie and somebody else, you know.
But then is that your partner for the whole tournament then, or is that just that one round? That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's so I'm assuming for the whole tournament, right? It's got to be the whole tournament once they start, right? So it's fair.
Yeah, how's that fair?
He wrote Gare twice.
Gare?
Yeah.
Gare again.
Has fat fingers.
Yeah. Short, fat fingers.
It is stubby.
Oh, get it. What was his height? What did he put on there? 5'8" or so?
It's fair that way. He's 5'8", yeah. He's 5'8" cubed. That's great. So you got the app. So send me the app. Send it to me on the phone, Brian. Send me the app so I can download it because I want to get it set up. And then we'll try and we'll get one set up for sure. That'll be huge, I think. I think that cornhole is a big event. That the only thing is there are some troublemakers that come to cornhole events, aren't there?
What?
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. Like you got to watch. Like some of the cornholers are fucktards.
Or cornholes.
Yeah. Fuck both of us, he said. That's wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That was that squared comment I think you made.
Cube. That's not even mine. That's Brandon's.
Yeah.
Brandon's been saying that to me since I was like, I don't even know. Once I first put on my weight, like, because years ago I put on all that weight at, I was like 240 or whatever, and he was calling me 6'1" cubed. Dick. Which is what I was just recently was 239. I was right there. I don't think I ever actually hit 240. I think 239 is the actual weight that I got to. But that's when I say, fuck this. Too hard on your knees everything.
Scotty said Brian tried out for the Browns one time.
That's not true. He might have tried out. Would they have open tryouts or something?
I don't know.
Brian? Well, you know, as a kid, when we were kids on the east side of Lorraine, that was our whole life, dude, was football. We would get up in the morning and go. It was just a matter of where you were playing. Was it going to be George Daniels Field? Were you going to go play at Longfellow? Were you going to go play over at Creek? I mean, it was just where you were going to play. There was never a question of what we were doing for the day. That's all we did, play football.
He ain't comment. Did he really try out or what?
I don't know. Brian, did you try out for the Browns? Scotty said you did. He was probably drunk in a bar talking shit to Scotty. Oh, yeah, I tried out for the Browns.
I told him never mind. I had things to do tomorrow.
They took me, too.
Right.
I was going to be the next quarterback.
On the bench.
No, he did not. I didn't think he did. I thought I would have known
talking
him.
about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Or maybe I read it wrong. Let me see.
I don't know what he's talking about. This is on you. I don't have him over here. I'm on Bar Talk over here.
It sure does.
Huh?
He sure did say that.
To Brian. Maybe he's a different Brian Rowe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe one that was 6'9".
6'9", like a pencil?
Not 5'8".
So the studio is great. Everything seems like it worked good. The streaming is working good.
Yep. Your comments are coming through quick, fast.
Yeah, everything's moving good. The only thing that we got to do now is just I got to figure out that camera situation, which I will.
But that's going to have to be put on hold for 2 weeks because we got to get the other one going.
Right. I got to do the mobile device setup, and then I've got to go. I've got Scotty's stairs and stuff all came to the supply house Friday afternoon, so we're going to go pick those up Monday morning and finish up his stairs on the basement stairs and then start on the upstairs stairs. So those actual components won't be in until next Monday for the upstairs, but I can get all the downstairs done and get the drywall down there and stuff that I got to do. So we'll be over there. That'll be my project for next week. And then in the evening I'll be trying to hook up podcast studio, mobile podcast. I'm going to do it at home, and that way it'll be easy to check and see if it works. But here's my question: since that's Saturday, are we going to do a podcast Sunday morning still? Because that's kind of our thing.
And what time's that thing's 11, right?
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, we'll still do our Sunday.
So we'll still be doing our Sunday here in the next morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I that's up to you.
I want to get that Demetrius in here too. I think maybe we could get him in here. Or Darius, not Demetrius, Darius.
Darius Rucker?
No, from the 3-on-3 league, the grind league.
Yeah.
I want to get him in here so we could talk to him about the grind league, and he's trying to get people to come play basketball at Oakwood Park in the 3x3 league. It's kind of cool. That's exciting stuff.
I think that's cool.
That is. That's really cool. It's exciting stuff over there. I like it. Yeah. So I want to talk to him because he seems to be, everybody I talk to is like good kid, and I got that vibe from him that he was a good kid. So, I mean, I definitely want to get him in here, talk to him.
So
hopefully,
you want to sponsor a team?
we already sponsored the 3x3 league, not a team per se, but the 3x3 league, and as a whole, the whole league we help.
Can you get a
sponsor.
team?
I don't know. I don't know anybody young enough to play basketball. No, they have different age brackets. So they have like young kids, they have teenagers, they have adults. So there's different. I'm sure there's.
Yeah, you should get a team. That'd be cool too.
Yeah, we could think about. I know I can't play on a team. My knees are shot. I ain't no way in hell. I'll be like you on the ground with Achilles going. Ah.
I didn't do none of that. I don't know what you're talking about. I walked off that field.
With a limp.
Yeah.
With a limp.
Shit.
Everybody just thought you was cool.
Man, that was like nasty. As soon as it snapped, boy, that thing was like nauseous. What the hell's going on?
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
No, thank you.
But anyways, that's it for today, huh? That was an hour.
That's it for today. Thanks for stopping in, everybody.
Brian.
Peace. Where did I hit?
Oof.
I hit the wrong button on the way out.